Hiya, I'm Scully Sinful, your big bro. 2.6 is looking like a crazy woo-up patch, huh? I recently started playing this game again during the 2.4 patch, and my account is awfully lean at the moment character-wise. I've been saving every bit of Asterite since I pulled Lupa. Well, I mean, there was the Brant pulls. You can watch the pulling video on the channel. We had some pretty crazy luck. I'm putting this video together for people who are in a similar situation as me. If you started this game recently or have come back from a long hiatus, I hope this video will be useful to you. If you are a new player and still have your starter banner, you are very lucky. Almost every video will tell you to use the starter banner on Shorekeeper, and with good reason. Shorekeeper is by far the best support unit in this game and can be slotted into any team comp to make them excellent. Since she is a featured banner character in 2.6, you can freely choose your character and weapon from the starter banner. You are no longer restricted to just kind of choosing Shorekeeper because she's objectively the best choice. I highly recommend choosing whoever you think looks cool. Almost all the characters from the starter banner are still relevant and can clear endgame content. Some characters to consider are Camellia and Gion. These are very good in whimpering wastes and can help you do clears very quickly. Gion in particular is going to be buffed heavily by Ayuno, which comes out in the second half of 2.6. While those are the units I recommend you grab after Shorekeeper, any 1.0 DPS will be beneficial to your account overall. If you are a returning player like me, then you might be in a bit of a different situation. My account currently lacks a main DPS that's not from the standard banners. While Encore is a little monster and she does a lot of damage, she's not exactly the most fun to play in my opinion. So I've been waiting for a main DPS that I vibe with to hit the banners. The first half is giving us both Augusta and Carlotta as main DPS resonators. Augusta, super new player friendly, and she has a very strong free-to-play team with Mortefi and Verena. If you are lacking a main DPS, she should be very easy to build around. If you have spare Asterite or have been saving, Augusta can also make your premium team all in one patch. By pulling for Shorekeeper and Ayuno, you will have Augusta's entire best-in-slot team, meaning you can rock an incredibly powerful team with just the banners included in 2.6. Carlotta is the other main DPS in the first half of 2.6, and she's also a fairly good option if you don't like Augusta's aesthetics or gameplay. Important reminder that you can play and trial every banner resonator before you pull for them, so make sure to try them out before you spend all your Asterite. Carlotta is a safe main DPS as she uses long range attacks and can even freeze enemies in place. She's a powerful unit, and I've seen her easily solo entire sides of Tower of Adversity. The only downside to Carlotta is that her best in slot DPS, forgive me, I'm probably going to mispronounce his name, Jeji, is not on any of the current banners, and we have no idea when her next rerun will be. But this brings back my earlier point with the starter banner. If you still have your starter banner, think about using that on Jeji as you can pair her with Shorekeeper and Carlotta. In the first half of 2.6, Shorekeeper is a must pull in my opinion, and probably everybody else's, followed by your choice of Augusta or Carlotta. The second half features Ayuno and Kaikona. Chacona. Man, the names in this game are hard, okay? The Bard Redhead with the hard to pronounce name. Ayuno is Augusta's best in slot sub DPS, but she can also pump out some crazy damage in a mono arrow team as its main DPS. Kaikona is a sub DPS and support. She can pump out a negative status effect called Arrow Erosion that really buffs up her main DPS's damage, as well as providing arrow damage up. Their weapons are all pretty good, but there are halfway decent alternatives, and in Shorekeeper's case, there is a very good alternative. A good option from the battle pass, but she can also work with a few of the older 5-star weapons. However, if you are like me and just got back into the game, you don't have those. You might have the 4-star rectifier variation though, and that is by far one of the best weapons for Shorekeeper. Augusta's signature weapon is her best in slot, but it can provide some utility to other resonators, although that can be pretty limited thanks to its best effect being locked behind gaining shields. If you are pulling Augusta as your main DPS, I would highly suggest grabbing her signature weapon as well if you have the Asterite. Carlotta's weapon, on the other hand, is phenomenal for her and any other pistol wielder, mainly Chixia. Shorekeeper's weapon is good on her, but isn't necessary if you have variation. Save your pulls if possible. So what am I going to do? I have been saving for this patch for a long while. And I have a grand total of 250 Asterite pools, 20 Radiant Tide, 5 Forging Tide, 38 Character Pity, and 9 Weapon Pity. My main goal is to get Augusta and her signature weapon, followed by a copy of Shorekeeper. If I get lucky with 50/50s, I might even try to scoop up Carlotta in this half. Luckily, people are estimating this patch will give around 120 plus pulls, so that should be enough to get Ayuno in the latter half. I also have a ton of exploration content I haven't done yet, since I have been waiting for a character I would like to do overworld exploration with, and that looks like it will be Augusta. So that's another 100 or so pulls just waiting to be claimed. If all goes well, 2.6 should actually give me 2 fully functioning teams to add to my roster. Augusta will be paired with more Tefi and Shorekeeper for content like Tower of Adversity, and Ayuno will be with Chacona and Arrow Rover to complete the Mono Arrow team. I'll definitely use Augusta, Ayuno, and Shorekeeper for hologram fights and overworld content though. Gotta love that Eclipse. Thanks so much for watching the video, and I hope it was helpful to you. I've been having a blast with Wuwa, and I am super excited for 2.6. If you want to watch me pull live, then tune into my stream at 10 AM MST here on YouTube or on Twitch. I've been Scully, your big bro, and I'll be seeing you real soon.